the weather team you can trust. Here's meteorologist Kayla Smith.
The sun has now set on what has been a brutally cold and snowy day. I feel like the snow has kind of taken second place to the thing that's on a lot of our minds if you've been outdoors today. A couple of inches have fallen, and snow does continue to fall for many of us at this hour. It is a bit of a lighter snow, but it is still very fluffy given how cold our temperatures are. So there's a very high snow to water ratio with this, and we'll continue to see snow showers as we go into tonight, especially along the Lake Ontario shoreline. Some of that is coming up on the radar, but we do know flakes are still flying in the city, and it's just kind of flying literally below the radar. So we continue to see snow showers in this area and will continue as we head into tomorrow morning. Nothing major to speak of, but some of us still could potentially pick up another couple of inches. But the cold is on everybody's mind. We still have cold weather advisories for our counties further towards the north, and the farther inland you get, that is still an extreme cold warning, these lasting through Sunday, which at that point you may see the cold weather advisories expiring and the extreme cold warnings being downgraded to cold weather advisories before eventually we can move away from this bitter cold as we head towards Monday. We are talking wind chill temperatures remaining in the negatives as we go throughout the rest of tonight and into tomorrow. And we're talking negative teens throughout that time period as we head into tomorrow afternoon, as the winds are much calmer than what they were today. We shouldn't have as much of a wind chill, but it should still keep your wind chill values in the negative single digits, staying that way all the way through to Monday morning before we are able to break out of this bitter cold and we get back up into the teens for Monday afternoon, and your wind chill values will be residing pretty close to the air temperature values. Then we still have the snow winter weather advisories for many of our counties, though the three that you see in Orleans, Genesee, and Wyoming are set to expire at 7 p.m. tonight, so just in less than an hour or so, and the rest of these winter weather advisories expected to last until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So as we go throughout the rest of tonight, you're still going to see some lake effect bands coming just to the southeast of Lake Ontario. This continues into tomorrow morning. As the winds get weaker, you see those bands getting farther and farther away from being inland. They start to get closer and closer to the shoreline as the winds can't take it far enough south. As you head into the afternoon, we start to see the moisture kind of subsiding with the lake effect, and then the winds start to shift as you head towards Sunday night, and that's going to pretty much kill the rest of the lake effect snow from this system. So with this, I do anticipate some of us could potentially still see a couple more inches, especially if you are further up towards the lake shores, particularly areas in Webster. I think some spots in Wayne County could potentially see a little bit more than 3 inches from now through the remainder of this system. Some good temperatures for you on this 8-day forecast. Yes, there is a single-digit high temperature for tomorrow, but back into the teens on Monday and not even to the 20s on Tuesday, Izzy. We could be finally breaking out of this cold streak that has been spent below freezing. So it still is cold enough for snow showers rather than rain showers, but hey, I'll take it.